Hey, everybody out there in podcast land. You're going, who is this? We have not heard from this stranger in weeks. Could it be? Is it the maestro Kevin Crane, host of the ever popular, omnipresent Sports Frenzy 2.0 podcast? It is I, giving you a quick update. And I apologize, even though it's not my fault. If any of you are aware of what happened in the upper Midwest at the end of March, you will know that northern Indiana, where our Sports Frenzy studios are based, was hit with a series of massive storms, tornadoes, and while I am still thankful beyond all belief that the studio did not sustain any damage per se, we had a lot of trees getting knocked down. One of those trees, unfortunately, took out many things. Power lines, internet lines, phone, you name it. And that, unfortunately, did impact the Sports Frenzy 2.0 studios. So, I have been basically without internet for the better part of 2 weeks. This is why you have not gotten any new episodes of your favorite politically incorrect sports commentary show, which drops every Thursday morning, as well as your Saturday morning hangover cure, the weekend edition, which of course drops every Saturday morning. Now, this was awful. This was terrible. This is not the way that I wanted to take a vacation. I have bitched and pissed and moaned about taking vacations since we started this puppy up about 4 years ago. Now, Dave, my co-host, the conquistador Dave Height, he's got family obligations. He needs to take time off whenever it pops up, an event, a crisis. So, in a way, the timing of this worked out fairly well, even though I did not want to abandon you guys for 2 weeks. Dave was not going to be able to attend, most likely either taping anyway. He had to deal with a family issue. Everything is fine. Everything is good. It's all positive. His wife had a medical issue she had to deal with, and he had to be home for her. I'm not going into any further detail about that, because God forbid I get in trouble with whoever, HIPAA laws. I don't need the government coming down on my ass. So suffice to say, the maestro had no internet. Dave was dealing with a minor crisis, thankfully a minor crisis on the home front. So in that sense, everything worked out okay. 2 weeks off, you hated it, I hated it, but everything's cool now. After 12 days, my internet has been fixed, running as good as new, which means we are back, baby. We are back. So, starting Wednesday night, April the 16th, Dave and I will be back with Sports Frenzy 2.0, back on our regular schedule. Early Thursday morning, the sports edition will drop. That would be early on April the 17th. And then the great, the glorious weekend edition will also return Saturday morning, April the 19th. Yes, once again, I will exclaim it for all that want to hear it. Sports Frenzy is finally back after a forced hiatus. So I apologize because we inadvertently let you down through no fault of our own. We were not planning on this. This is one of those shit happens moments. Life happens, where there's really nothing we could do about it. I don't know if I could have gone to the library and recorded a podcast, especially given the content, the politically incorrect content that we pass along to you guys each and every week, twice a week. I don't think the patrons of the library would have been too happy with it, or maybe they would have. Maybe they would have enjoyed it. Maybe they would have loved it. Who knows? But anyway, did not want to chance it. So I took a forced vacation for 2 weeks, but we're back. This is serving notice here. This little short mini episode, clarion call for the return of all the Sports Frenzy denizens to come back to the fold this week. Of course, you will find us in our usual places, still working on YouTube, getting close on YouTube, but for now you can always find us on Spotify, Good Pods, Pocket Casts, Apple, Overcast, Castbox, Amazon Music, Audible, and iHeartRadio. The Facebook page is updated for the most part. I have got all the baseball picks updated. I have got all the NASCAR picks updated, including the weeks that we missed because of the internet outage. I still have to post something about the results of our March Madness competition, and I'm not gonna tell you who won. You'll have to stay tuned for this coming week's new episode, dropping early Thursday morning, April the 17th. We'll also talk about the start of the baseball season. The Cubs surprising me beyond belief. After stumbling out of the gates with a 2-4 start, they are playing very good baseball. Did get some bad news on the pitching front, which we'll discuss. Dave's White Sox still not very good, but at least they're looking a little better than they were last year. So it doesn't look like they're going to break their own record in terms of worst baseball record ever. We've got the NBA playoffs getting ready to start. We've got the NHL playoffs getting ready to start. We've got the NFL draft coming up. All sorts of good stuff. And believe me, shifting to the weekend edition, tons of things to review, new and old. Dave's been stuck at home, taking care of his wife. I've been stuck at home watching Blu-rays and DVDs because that's all I had. I have streaming TV. So, of course, I didn't have any TV. I didn't have any way to watch any new movies or new shows. I was lucky enough to be able to get the last few games of the NCAA basketball tournament over the air. We got to recap the Masters. Ugh. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's, again, the sports edition. But for the weekend edition, we got a lot of new songs to review for you this week. In music, Dave's going to have a review of the brand new Jason Statham movie, A Working Man. We're also going to catch up on TV and streaming. We've got to review Reacher Season 3. We've got to review The White Lotus Season 3. And then, that, as I said, we're going to go back in time. We're suspending the rules of story time. We don't have to give you, for the next month or so, excuses for reviewing old movies or old TV shows because of the hell that we both just went through separately. Okay? So we're not going to make excuses for having to watch old stuff. Deal with it. So over the next month, we're going to be traveling back in time every weekend on your Saturday morning hangover cure. I know Dave has watched The Accountant in preparation for the upcoming Accountant 2. I have watched Punisher Warzone. I have watched Anora. Now that's a new one, which was supposed to be my first review in the episode right before the internet went out. The Academy Award-winning Best Picture of the Year, Anora. I also went back in time and watched a fantastic movie in tribute to the late, great Val Kilmer. And we'll talk more about his passing this coming Saturday morning. But a lot of old stuff that we're going to revisit, again, due to circumstances beyond our control. But keep in mind, we're getting back to normal. Now, this week's episodes might be a little bit chaotic, a little bit rusty, because we're out of practice. This is the first time we've had any kind of significant break from the podcast, again, in 4 years. So, tune in, because it could be a blast. It could be nutsy cuckoo crazy. You don't know what's going to happen on Sports Frenzy 2.0. So with that being said, I've taken up enough of your time for right now. Early Thursday morning, early Saturday morning this week. Once again, last time, April the 17th, April the 19th. The return, the great, the glorious return of your favorite podcast, Sports Frenzy 2.0. I'm the maestro, Kevin Crane. Check us out this week and every week going forward. Tornadoes can't stop us. Surgeries can't stop us. Nothing can stop us. We persevere. We're like the cockroaches of the podcast world. Sports Frenzy 2.0 with me, the maestro Kevin Crane, and my co-host, your Uncle Dave, the Conquistador Dave Height. We're glad to be back. Don't forget to check us out. Back on schedule starting this week. Take care, people.